Utah earthquake magnitude 3.3 rattles Salt Lake City and Provo today. We're going to take a look at the geology there and also the fact that Utah has quite a few volcanoes south of Salt Lake City, south of Salt Lake, and one of them being Black Rock Desert near Filmora, where we had this earthquake. Let's take a look at the maps so you can get an idea of what's going on. Alright, so this is our area. This is our earthquake. It's a shallow earthquake of a depth of about 4 miles, 7 kilometers, 3.2, while the other one has 3.3. Okay. This is it, and this is our Utah Lake and Salt Lake. Above that, Salt Lake City and Provo. And keep an eye out now. We did have more earthquakes this week, smaller ones here. This swarm here, these are today's quakes. The blue are today's quakes, and the yellow are before that. So you can see this, something is happening here. About 20 quakes right there. And Turtle Canyon area. Let's go back to our area. I want to show you where Filmora is. Keep an eye out. This is where our earthquake is. About, what is that, about 100 miles southwest of this earthquake is Filmora. And I just want to show you Filmora right here is where our Black Rock Desert volcano is. One of the volcanoes of Utah. And if we pan out, okay, this is the area of our earthquake, about 100 miles away. This is it. And these are the volcanoes of Utah. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Santa Clara. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. Dormant, normal, 1 out of 5. Bald, null, 1 out of 5, 7 feet height. Let's see, the other one here is Kolob volcano, about 9,000 feet height. These are supposedly dormant, but we never know there because of the fact that it is the line of the magma plume coming from the US-Mexico border, making a Y shape. The western goes, the arms go under San Andreas Fault and the Walker Lane Fault system that has the high-threat volcanoes of California. And the eastern branch goes through this area right here, through Nevada, Utah, into Wyoming, Yellowstone, and then makes a turn into the Craters of the Moon, Idaho area. So that plume is a Y-shaped, and this is, of course, the area of the subduction zone of the old Phaleron plate from the Pacific Ocean under the North American continent, the tectonics of subduction. So this is what we had today. Let's go back to our map, and you can see the aerial. This is the frequency. Our map shows the shake frequencies, and Provo is somewhere down here. Let's go up again. Okay. Salt Lake and Utah Lake down here. You can see this whole area has been shaken. But if you extend the lines a little bit more, because USGS just stops the block right there, and you can see this whole area has been shaken. This is, of course, San Andreas Fault, the Walker Lane Fault system, Garlic Fault, ridgecrest around here, and this here is Mono Lake of the Long Valley Caldera supervolcano of California. This whole area right there. Okay, so this is, again, Utah is not stable. It has, of course, these volcanoes that we saw right here. The Black Rock Desert is the closest to what we had today. Volcanic field, about 6,000 feet height. A field of a group of small volcanic fields in south central Utah. at the eastern margin of the Great Basin. It's the youngest volcanic area in Utah, and it contains both Utah's youngest known rhyolite dome, about 400,000 years old, and is the youngest lava. Let's go more. Okay, close it. Okay. Its youngest lava flows, roughly about 660 years old, ice spring lava. Located at Ice Springs, so that erupted about 660 years ago, and these lava flows extend 4 kilometers north and west of Black Rock Station. That's it right there. Filmora, as we said before. Okay. Oh, these are more earthquakes here. Okay, these are the latest earthquakes here, which are smaller. And you can see the past day. There are earthquakes there as well. Okay, so this is our area of the mantle plume that extends from U.S.-Mexico border into up north through this area into Yellowstone, makes a west turn 90 degrees into Idaho. So the Intermountain Seismic Belt, prominent north-south trending, recording seismicity in the Intermountain West, including Wasatch Front Urban Corridor. Cataloging instrumental local earthquakes in Utah began in 1962, and historical earthquake records date back to 1850s. In general, magnitude 5 or larger occurring at the average rate of about 1 every 10 years, and M6 magnitude 6 or larger, earthquakes about every 50 years in the area. The largest historical earthquake was in 1934, magnitude 6.6, surface faulting earthquake in Hansel Valley, north of Great Salt Lake. Well, this is south of Great Salt Lake, of course. Now, because moderate and large earthquakes are likely, expected levels of strong ground shaking are high. Ground shaking from an M5 earthquake can cause significant damage to distances up to 6 miles, and a magnitude 7 to distances of 30 miles and more. Now, let's keep in mind that we have a lot of let's go back to you can't see the lakes there, but if we go to the topographic and pan in, you'll see that this whole area is sort of landfill or swampy. Look at that. This is a lake there. Unfortunately, this map doesn't have liquefaction. Some maps do have liquefaction. They don't have it on here today. Let's go population density. Okay, most of them are off this area. Because as we said, this is just part of the lakes of Salt Lake and Utah Lake. That's Utah Lake coming up. Salt Lake up there. And going back, you can see there's a river here. And going back down, you can see there's a body there. There's a body of water right there. And all the way down. Let's go all the way down. There's a valley here. And there we go. There's more water here. Look at that. Okay. That's our earthquake right there. Body of waters here. Sever Bridge Reservoir. Okay. You can see the amount of shaking there. So there is water there. And obviously, because of the fact that there's water in the area, you're going to get a lot of liquefaction. Provo and Utah, built on areas that are basically softer than the surrounding mountains, obviously. And the shaking is not little, even though the earthquake is only 3.3. Let's go back to the aerial. Oops, sorry. Okay, aerial. There we go. And here we are, geodesy, Salt Lake, Utah Lake, and I'll leave a link below for you, of course, here. Let's go, we can see that better. Okay, let's go around here to see what's happening with the deformation. Okay, this shows that it's going, if it goes up, it means it's going east. If it goes down, it means it's going west. This shows north-south. If it goes up, it means it's going north. This is going down, so it's going south. This is going southwest, and it's inflating. So this thing here shows that this area is going southwest and inflating. Let's go a little bit further down. This one here, southwest and deflating there. Let's go around Provo. around here. Again, it's going southwest, and it's not stable. It's deflating, inflating, deflating, inflating, deflating since 2019. So there's a lot of movement there around Provo. Let's go around this area here. UTMT, it's going again southwest, and it's pretty stable. And let's go north of Salt Lake, a little bit north, up here. Okay, towards that area. UTRS, it's going southwest, and it's a little bit inflating, seasonal and inflating. Okay, so all of you there, please be very careful. Even though it's a small earthquake, you can see this area is full of fault lines, and there we go, the faults are in red, and it's an area of where the mantle plume passes underneath going into Yellowstone. Thank you for your support. Please leave your comments. Thank you.